This is just a little short video. I want to give you an idea about what solving quadratics by factoring is like. So you have two choices. You can choose to learn to solve by factoring, or you can choose to learn to solve by completing the square, and I give a little summary of that in the other video. You will probably prefer solving by factoring if you kind of like playing with numbers, if you like guessing and checking and looking at patterns and stuff. You have some idea of whether you like factoring because you did a lot of factoring in grade 10. So you might remember whether or not you liked it. You may also prefer solving by factoring if you're not super good at doing algebra. Because there's more like calculating if you're solving by completing the square. This is really precise and there's a lot of steps to follow. You almost want to sort of remember a list of steps. Where with factoring it's more, you just kind of go to it. So you can choose. You have to learn some other methods too, but you get your choice of those too. If you choose how to solve by factoring, here's an example. So you might need to solve this equation. So remember that means find the value of x that makes this equation true. 6x squared minus x plus minus 2 equals 0. Okay, so what you're going to do, and this would be in videos 1 and 2, that we'll review how to factor this. So that means write as something times something else. Okay, and then once you've factored it, the idea behind solving by factoring is that if you have something times something and equals 0, if you multiply two things and you get 0, then one of those things has to be 0. So either this equals 0. Oh, that jumped a little bit. Okay, so either so if we're multiplying these two things, we get 0, then one of them has to be 0. So either this part is 0, and then I put dot 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 there, but we write some other steps and solve that. Or alternatively, then the other thing has to be 0, so the other factor. So we'd solve that little equation there. Okay, so that's why solving by factoring works. So the way I've organized the videos, you have to watch one of the video A's, one of the video 1s, you have to learn how to do that. So it's two different ways of factoring trinomials if it's just an x squared, 1x squared. The first video is by trial and error, and the second video is by decomposition. So if you like trial and error, go with this. If you'd rather have a series of steps to follow, go with decomposition. It doesn't matter to me which one you do, you can watch them both and see what you like better. And then you have to do one of the video 2s, and you have to be able to do it. But you can use either method, trial and error or decomposition. This is the series of steps. So that will help you factor any quadratic. And then the video 3 is solving quadratics by factoring. So once you factor it, how do you solve it? So this part here is video 3. Okay, so that's the overview.